We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long, so I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can bring it together.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George. Turner is out there with Hill. Then there's Ellis. And it's Hill in at the point. Now here's Ellis. Plays it up and banks it in.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And two shots coming to the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Clark is a player we saw back in certainly his younger days in Orlando.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Kevin, he's still in the conversation for best centers in the NBA. I think he remains a superstar big man when he's healthy.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And you remember back in Orlando, Dwight Howard, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, not to mention a slam dunk title. He's lost some of that lift, but still has more than just about any other center in our league.
No good on the second free throw.
And Howard missing a lot of time last season with various knee issues. He's taken his training and conditioning regimen to a new level, it looks like, to kind of preserve his body for the long haul.
Here is Harden. Paul George making his last shot. Harden kicks to Howard. Hill pulls it in.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Good. Beasley's got his first basket of the night.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. A key concern for his side is how to keep Monta Ellis from running amok on their defense. He said there are very few players in the league who can take a sliver or a seam in a defense and turn it into 2 points as efficiently as Monta Ellis does. He said one step and he's at the rim. We have to move our feet as a unit or he'll get to the rim all game long. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. Hill against Beasley. Screen by Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Harden.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Ellis. His last outing, 16 points for him. From past the arc. Shot is off. And it's Houston the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
And George with the stuff.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now, here's Ariza. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Here's Howard. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back. Then his body betrays him.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Five once again, so clearly he has a lot left when he's healthy.
And the second free throw, good.
Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Harden outside. 11 feet away, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And before you now are the rookies on a roll. The hottest shooters in the last 10 games. Freak number 1. Second, Miles Turner. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
First one falls for him. And so Howard nails both of them. And we're just over 3.5 minutes. Minutes into the first quarter. Ellis with it. And it's Harden. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Screen by Ellis. Freak passes to Hill. 4 on the clock. Ellis can't get it to go. The Rockets trail. Ariza dishes to Harden. The pass to Beasley. Screen by Howard. Here's Beverly. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Beverly's got 6 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's George against New Orleans, who is really on his game.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Paul George with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Freak. Finishes the break with a slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And stolen by Howard. They double in with Freak. Back to Beverly. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Monta Ellis. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's getting around 16 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 6. Harden kicks to Beasley. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Houston making his
patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 2nd in field goal percentage, 4th in three-point. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned it. I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger with just a little better footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he could even move higher up the rankings.
Harden inside the three-point line. The Pacers pull it in, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And in a conference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Pacers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he can't get the first one. No luck that time either. Here's Houston now. They're on a 10-2 run here. It's stolen by Hill. Here's George, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Now here's Beverly. He has 6. Another miss by Houston.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
George passes to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now just a 1-point Houston lead.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now here's George. He has 6. Outside Hill. Down low, here's Stuckey. Pass to Freak. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Beverly. And it's Freak with the rebound. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Hill dishes to Freak. Stuckey outside. Freak sets a screen for Stuckey, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
So for the Rockets, Monty Eunice is checked in for Howard, and Godlock subbed in for Patrick Beverly. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Pacers.
You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverly's toughness on defense particularly.
Here's Monty Eunice. No luck. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. And here is Hill. He had 22 points in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
And Capella sends it back. Passes to Gaudala. And Hill over to help. The dish now to Harden. Feeds it to Monty Eunice. And the shot is good.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverly, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field.
Making some changes. Howard's checked in for Terrence Jones. Smith comes in for Monty Eunice. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Andrew Gaudlock. Indiana also making some changes. Freak comes in for Hill. And George is subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. On the court for Indiana, George Hill at the 1, Paul George at the 2. C.J. Miles is out there with Freak. And it's Mahimi in at the 5 spot. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans had a huge game. He had 18 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He turned in a great performance where it seemed nobody could stop him from taking over. You love to see that as a coach, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Inside. Here's Smith, and the rejection by Mahimi. The feed to Hill. There's a screen. He dishes it to Freak. Out to the wing. Hill kicks to Freak. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The shot's good from Smith.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here is Miles. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. There's Freak. Again, Indiana.
Assisted, Paul George.
Houston leading by 11. Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. And Beverly kicks to Harden. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on George. Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished 2nd in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring.
Tremendous tears. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Well, you think back to the 2009 draft, the Thunder selecting James Harden 3rd overall, and there was some second guessing there.
Yeah, and Tyreke Evans, Kevin, taking a pick after him, won Rookie of the Year. But with time, Harden's talent is proven out, and you could argue he should have gone first in that draft.
Beverly, the pass to Smith. To the middle. Here's Howard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up. And, you know, you think of Harden on the Thunder. They didn't want to give him that max contract, but it's hard to argue that he's not worth every penny.
Now here's Freak, covered by Smith. Indiana needs to get a shot off. George, no good. Rockets leading by 13. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Ariza. And that's 11 points for James Harden.
And, guys, when you talk to other players on the Rockets, James Harden more and more becoming a vocal leader. I mean, tremendous confidence and swagger and determination, but that confidence can be contagious, and it's allowing him now to be a leader on this team.
Indiana moving it around. George dishes to Freak, and that one's good. Freak's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
All right, Doris.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And George kicks to Freak. Hill against Beverly. There's a screen. Hill has the open look. Rebounded by Howard.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Rockets leading by 15. Ariza up top. Lets it fly. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Ariza's got his second basket of the night. Here's Miles in the powerful one-handed slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Beverly against Hill. It's Freak, top of the key. Dishes it to Mahinmi. Shot clock at 5. Freak passes to Mahinmi. Harden against Hill. Ariza, it's good. The assist that time from Harden. 7 points for Ariza.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Nice shot by Smith. And the Rockets lead by 17.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Harden with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against Utah.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points. He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And so that's the end of the first half. Rockets lead by 15. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, obviously things have not gone your way to this point, at least through the first 2 quarters. How are you guys going to get back in this one?
Well, it's a game of runs, right? They came out strong, got hot from the floor, which allowed them to build this lead. But I think we'll be able to make a run of our own when we come out of half. We'll see.
Let's hope you have time to cover it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
All right, eyes front. That's not what we were looking for in the first half, to say the least. Let's learn from what happened and make the second half a different story. The key phrase for us in the second half is ball security. Keep the turnovers down, make smart passes, and protect the ball. We haven't done that. And I couldn't have asked for more from the bench either. We are getting some quality minutes from you guys. There's going to be more PT for you coming up. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. Freak really making a difference here.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today, really on point.
Quite honestly, it's been a pleasant surprise for him. He really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters, guys.
And so it's Indiana with it, down by 15. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Ariza in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Ellis against Harden. Stolen by Harden. Now here's Beverly. Kicks it to Howard. Ariza has the open look. No good on the triple. Outside, George. Hill against Harden. Hill dishes to Ellis. 5 to shoot. Pass to Turner. Lets it go from 11, but he stays with it. Ellis can't get it to go.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Ariza. Ariza with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
George passes to Hill. And Turner kicks to Ellis. And stolen by Ariza. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Beverly with the ball. And the basket by Harden.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
George dishes to Turner. On the wing, Ellis, guarded by Harden.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Ariza passes to Harden. George with the defensive effort. Pacers trail by 17. He kicks it to Ellis. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Pacers ball.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Rockets leading by 17. Beverly with the ball. Picked up by Turner. And he gets the bucket. 11 points for Beasley.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And it's Ellis penetrating. That's short off the rim.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Beverly. Steps back and trains the jump shot. Beverly's got 14 points.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Hill kicks to Hill.
Rockets foul call. Dwight Howard. That's his second personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Jordan Hill. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and Moniunas subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Indiana also making some changes. Hill, he's checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Hill. Rockets leading by 20. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Some doubted how the flopping fines would have worked. Overall, there have been less egregious flops for the better in the NBA.
Yeah, and there will always be room for embellishment, but I like the fines because it really does minimize the number of extravagant flops. Guys have adjusted, and they're not laying down as much as they used to.
Free throw drops for Hill. Both free throws good from Hill. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Hill against Motiejunas. Harden outside. Harden draws the double. His first shot coming late. No good off the back of the rim. Pacers trail by 18. There's a screen. And it's Ellis penetrating. Floats one up. Turner dishes to Ellis. That's good from 17 feet away. Ellis has got 7.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Harden the pass to Motiejunas. It's stolen by Hill. Stuckey kicks to Ellis. Knocked away. Stolen by Harden. He feeds it to Gaudelak. Back to Harden. Pacers with the rebound.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
Stuckey with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Turner with a screen for Ellis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Beasley.
Tell you what, Monta Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
First one falls for him. Getting back to Monta Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career, points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. It never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
There's a screen. Harden against Stuckey. Goes up the baseline. Harden, no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Pacers trail by 14. On the wing, Hill, covered by Beasley. Hill against Motiejunas. Pick up by Hill. Now the pass to Ellis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Monta Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
That free throw good from Ellis.
Yeah, Monta did have a lot of big second halves for the Mavs last season. Seems like at least half a dozen games for them, he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy late.
Both free throws good from Ellis.
And for Monte, it makes sense to go to him late in games. He's so fast that he can create a shot anytime he wants. And very rarely does he not give you a chance to win with just one shot remaining.
Here's Harden. Here's Capella. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
And that one misses. Some changes for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Turner, and Freak subbed in for Hill. He doesn't get the second one, but he gets it back. Harden dishes to Gaudelak. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Rockets have not shot all that well from the free throw line, 6 of 11.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good from Harden. Jones checked in for Capella.
Terrence Jones.
Pass to Beasley. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Releases. And the jumper is good. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
Man, I love to see James Harden go to work and shoot that ball.
Here's the screen. Ellis kicks to Freak. Here's Mahimi. The baseline jumper goes down.
Assist goes to
Houston leading by 13. Here's Gaudelak. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. 4th, Freak.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post.
Here's Gaudelak. He's guarded by Ellis. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Moniunas. Shot is off. So Indiana will take it the other way. Freak with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Freak passes to Hill. Stuckey dishes to Freak. Back to Stuckey. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Freak kicks to Mahimi. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Stuckey. He's around 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
The Rockets making a switch here. Smith has checked in. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Gaudelak. Harden outside. Harden draws the double. Here's Gaudelak. He's guarded by Ellis. 6 to shoot. Harden gets the bucket.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Down low, here's Freak. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
Just an amazing game for Freak. He has 17 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
They double him with Freak. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You look at the Thunder. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, there's the Rockets. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, you know, Houston, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
And, you know, they're running out of opportunities to finally make that surge, partner. They're leaving themselves in a tough position in terms of the playoffs.
Back to Stuckey. Lets the three fly. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Now, Freak. 18 points for him. There's the killer two-handed slam.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Godalock. Screen by Smith. Knocked loose. Jones, the pass to Harden. Tries a three. Smith, no good. Pacers trail by 9. Ellis dishes to Freak. Pass to Mahimi. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mahimi's got 6 in the quarter.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Down low, here's Jones. Good, it's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 9 assists now tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Miles. Houston making some changes. Lisa comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Andrew Godlock. The Pacers also changing it up. Paul George comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And George Hills subbed in for Ellis. Rockets leading by 7. Harden kicks to Smith. Shoots the 3. The Pacers pull it in. Freak's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Hill passes to Freak. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking. It's one of those once in a while.
Freak with it. Jones covering. Freak kicks to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Miles dishes to George. Offline with his 3. Houston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Jones, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 10. Points for Terrence Jones.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Howard's checked in for Houston.
Your Rockets power dancer.
The dish to Miles. Feeds to Hill. Kicks to Freak. Lock at 6. He dishes it to Mahinmi. There's a good screen. And the basket by Hill.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him. He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
Here's George. He's got 11. Outside Hill. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Both free throws good from Hill. Harden outside. No good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Houston on top, up 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. For the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and Terrence Jones is subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Mahinmi's checked in for the Pacers. Freak comes in for Jordan Hill. On the court for Indiana, Freak, he's in at power forward. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then there's Ian Mahinmi, and it's George in at the 3, the small forward. They set the pick. Hill passes to George. They get the rebound. Freak. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done. Freak's got 24 points. Moniunas kicks to Beverly. There's the feed to Moniunas. Here's Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You look at what Howard has done so far. He's got 11 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Capella. Ariza comes in for Jones. And it's Harden in for Moniunas. Free throw good, Freak.
Let's keep it moving, all right? Keep running.
And both free throws good from Freak. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And Beverly kicks to Ariza. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim.
Hill dishes to George. Pass to Freak. It's off his leg. And the ref's saying he kicked it. The kick out to Hill. Freak with it. Working on Howard. Stolen by Beverly.
Really, it's about valuing the possession. It seems like he's trying to manufacture offense out there rather than just letting the play develop.
Ariza goes in. Ariza with another miss.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
Got a piece of it. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Harden. And that's 15 points for Ariza.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Houston in the lead. Harden with it. Picked up by Ellis. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Really an extraordinary game for Mahinmi. 9 points and a steal.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
Mahinmi no good on the free throw. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Beasley. Count it, and the foul. That's on Monte Ellis.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call. Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And the first one drops.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And here's Harden. Beasley outside. Dishes to Harden. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Hill against Beverly. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And George kicks to Freak. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Harden with it. Picked up by Ellis. Ariza outside. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Freak's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. A three ball, and Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Freak. Ellis has got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Indiana's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. George against Ariza. And George kicks the Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which has given him some free throw opportunities.
And so he drops them both. It's a two-point ball game.
Free throws don't get much bigger than that, but he made it look easy to put them in front.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Ariza outside. To halt the run. It's good from beyond the arc.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Now here's Freak. D right on him to the inside.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
To the inside. Howard. Yes!
Boy, it's a scary sight when Howard starts lighting it up like this.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hill passes to Freak. He kicks it to Mahinmi. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
And he does get the second one, and that ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Freak with it, working on Howard. And George kicks to Freak. And Hill has it in the corner. Count it!
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
They are on the ropes, and it is time to put them away. Freak, we're putting it in your hands. Deliver the knockout blow. Let's finish this and get out of here with the W.
It's Harden with the drive. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came.
Guys, Paul George.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
I told you. Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box. Check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing.
Hey.